about LeBron James not getting getting a contract extension or offer from the Lakers. The fact that Lakers ownership, Jeannie Buss sold the Lakers to another entity, and it's just been a big shift. While Luka Doncic signed a long-term deal, where LeBron had to answer a few questions, because we all remember where Rich Paul spoke out about what LeBron's interested in, playing for a championship. Like at this point, he's interested in that. Basically, putting the onus on the team. Now I'm going to play a clip of LeBron in his interviews yesterday. And I'm going to come back and want to talk about it.
LeBron, when you opted into your contract this year, your agent released a statement saying that you were looking to compete for championships, evaluating the roster, stuff like that. The competitive level, it sounds like you feel pretty good about it, but is that the case? That you feel pretty good about the way the roster's shaped up this year?
Yeah, I'm excited about getting to work, and I'm excited about to see what we can do.
How much does having a young player like Luka weigh in your decision, in your future going forward?
As far as how long I go in my career,
how long you been your career now?
Zero. The motivation to be able to play alongside him every night, that's super motivating. That's what I'm going to train my body for. Every night that I go out there and try to be the best player I can for him, and we're gonna bounce that off one another. But as far as me weighing in on him and some other teammates and how far I go in my career now, it would be literally my decision along with my wife, and two of my boys are already gone. Well, shit, one of them is already around here. It won't be there.
Now, LeBron James, listen, he was on one with that, basically saying no matter what, it's all about how he feels about the process. The fact that they, signed Luka Doncic and signed him up for, a new contract and he'll be there, that's not going to affect his personal decision. And, that's interesting that he brought that up. That's interesting to know, because the conversation is, at least in the LeBron Jordan debate streets, is LeBron sticking around trying to not only pile on, the numbers as far as points, but he's still trying to get a fifth ring. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to bring a fifth ring in so that he can at least tie Kobe, and if possible, get that sixth ring. So that's what the conversation is. You see all day long online, Jordan, LeBron, someone who's seen both of their eras. I appreciate them both for what they did while they were actually playing. While Jordan was playing, and obviously LeBron is still at it. Now, one question that was hilarious was, was LeBron waiting on Bryce? And kind of, the sentiment is like, first thing I thought about is LeBron going to try to pull a gorilla move and bring Bryce onto the Lakers after next year? Because I think Bryce is in Arizona. I'm not sure if he was as high a recruit as even Bronny was. So, man, this fella is trying for a hat trick. But this is what LeBron had to say about waiting to play with Bryce.
LeBron, a couple of years ago, you said you enter every single season with something to prove. Presumably, last season it was playing alongside Bronny. What do you want to prove this season, and is there a chance that you would hold on to play alongside Bryce?
As far as prove, I just think for me personally, just time to go out there and just be the best player I can be every night, both part of my game, but also just mentally, just staying, present, things of that nature, like knowing that the end is soon, not taking for granted, Tuesday night in the city, but maybe I don't want to be in that night, but seriously, just lock in, and because you know how many times there's the opportunity to play a game, or to be able to compete, so There's times where you wake up and just feel like you just don't have it, you know. So those will be the days where I know I can lock back in real fast. Like, okay, well, we don't have many days like this, you know. So let's lock in and then enjoy the moment, enjoy the rest of the ride. So that's the exciting thing about it. I understand, like, you know, how present I can be, how present I will be. I'm not sitting here. No, I'm not waiting on Bryce. No, I don't know what his timeline is. He's a young man now, like he's down in Tucson. We see what happens this year, next year, you know, but he has his own timeline. I got my timeline, and I don't know if they quite match up. We'll see.
Kobe Bryce, SoCal Media Group. When we spoke with JJ on Thursday, he was asked about you, Luka, and Austin, you know, the chemistry working together. He mentioned a meeting he had with Sean today. He mentioned utility plays as a takeaway from the conversation, you know, plays where you guys can all be involved together. What can the preseason and training camp do for the chemistry for you guys, and where's the excitement level of you guys, I guess, furthering that chemistry, furthering development?
I just think it's about time. More and more time.
You're someone who loves thrifting or secondhand clothing. You need to start shopping on Whatnot. Telling you guys it is the cheat code. Most of the pieces I got were about $1 to $2. Yes, ma'am. Shut up. I've never been able to find this myself at the thrift store.
Let's talk now. It looks like YouTube might finally be showing some overdue respect to iShowSpeed, because he recently released a trailer for a show that's going to be produced for him. Now, recently, iShowSpeed's been going on his 35-day tour around the U.S. This is off the back of him previously touring several countries, well, not just several countries, several continents. He had done in Australia.
Hello? Hell no. Hell no. Too much space. You trying to get rid of space. I need you. Take it to Tiffany's house. Shit. Or Emma's. Man, what you call it? You cooking? Are you trying to cook something, please? I got some chicken. I got everything you need. I'm broke. I don't have any more money. I spent my last $16 on that. No, I was going to, but I don't have oh hell no. What you call it?
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's James. James with the focus.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Outside Davis. The kick out. Curry. 4 on the clock. Here's Drexler. The three-pointer off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt. And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Rose outside. Shoots over Davis. That's short off the rim. Bulls leading by 10. Inside. Here's Chamberlain, and he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro. Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Rose. Chicago grabs the miss. Now Curry. Over Durant. And so it's the Chicago Bulls now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that. Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round one game continues. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Chris Paul, and it's Arizon in at the three.
And, you know, this is where Paul likes to work his magic. Very effective at making the right pass in the pick and roll.
Paul against Booker. Shoots over Paul. And it's Chicago with a board. Chamberlain's got 6 rebounds in the game. Down low. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Arizon pass to Drexler. For 3, Booker. Arizon pulls it in.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
And it's Drexler missing.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Anthony. Up and in on the layup. Anthony's got his first basket of the night.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Right side, Paul. Chamberlain passes to Paul. Shoots over Booker. And again, no good by Chicago. Hornets trail by 12. On the wing, Durant. The shot from 20 feet out. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Pierce. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Durant. Rebounded by Paul. Bulls leading by 12. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive. And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He actually challenged his players. He said, quote, "We are in this one. We can see the finish line. How will we react?" I'm curious to see who steps up and takes it to the next level. Big challenge from Coach.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Good on both.
In multiple countries in Asia, as well as Europe tour and even a South America tour. And I don't think he did Mexico yet, and I don't know if he did South Africa either. I thought this was I'm not entirely sure. You may have done a date there, but he's done the biggest one yet, which is his home country of the U.S., 35 days. But unlike the other ones where he had peaked at 1 million viewers before, and I think that was in Indonesia, but it was one of his 4 stops. But it was one of his 4
Booker. Not that time. Chicago leading by 12.
That's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Booker. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Curry with the block.
Love seeing the little guy bounce like that. You know, Curry, he doesn't block
in one of the countries, and he got over 1 million views, which is one of the most impressive feats that we've been able to see by an individual streamer. He decided to dual stream. iShowSpeed was banned on Twitch for, I would say, at least a year and a half, if not 2 years. Now, the banning on Twitch, I believe Aiden Ross somewhat allowed him to get banned. It was all, the banning on Twitch happened from a clip that came out of what he said on an Aiden Ross stream, where he was brought on as a guest. And then it was just an indefinite suspension. This was a couple of years ago. iShowSpeed, he kept doing his thing on YouTube. He was always primarily on YouTube, and he just used Twitch to be able to be a guest. And this held back Speed. Now, granted, he still blew up like crazy, but if he was able to collaborate with people that were on Twitch, it would have done wonders for his streaming career. He really be the biggest streamer to make it out of YouTube. So he started dual streaming, which is something that Twitch didn't used to allow. Twitch, if you were a partner, you had to exclusively stream on Twitch. You couldn't stream elsewhere. They got lax on that rule, and when streaming as an industry got more competitive, they had to adapt, which is good. It's great for the content creators. But it's competition for YouTube because home is YouTube. So they're like, yo, we just can't let them keep cooking on Twitch. We gotta keep our man. We gotta keep our boy happy. And that's when this show came out, the trailer for it. So I'm going to play you guys the trailer right now, and we're going to get into it. And also somebody else who has a lot of experience in the industry and streaming has to say about it. I think I'm wrong now. What's going on, boys?
For that fantastic look.
All the work it took to get you. Go, honey, drop. Great job. Wow. You're trying to get to the years. We're playing one of the best players ever. Anybody, you can speak on Tom Brady. You're athlete, coach, people. There you go. That's Waller. You expect me to learn that like that? I did it. You always want to do it. Talking a lot.
19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
No, brother. Oh, you
Pass to
I'm in your head. Welcome to the final challenge.
Rim it in. Unable to get the ball out of bounds. And they get a call for a 5-second violation.
So off rip, this is very, very entertaining, and I think it's a very, very cool concept. It all has to do with athleticism. Speed has been considered, and there's a storyline of him just being faster than everybody. It's in the name. iShowSpeed. He's trying to race everybody. He's called out several times, like Olympic athletes. There are times when he's lost races, and this is the opposite of what we had in Jake Paul. With Jake Paul, it was, oh, this guy's a boxer. When's he gonna fight a real boxer? When's he gonna fight a real boxer? And then the minute that he fought a real boxer, he lost. And it wasn't even close. There wasn't even a comparison. And we were still able to sustain the hype. But everybody knows that Jake Paul lost. Like, idea and the mystique around Jake Paul of being a boxer is gone. Now it's just entertainment value of him being able to get in the ring with someone else that's a very big name. In the most recent case, it's Gervonta Davis, who is one of the best boxers of all time, but he's what, 80 pounds and 8 inches shorter? 80 pounds less and 8 inches shorter than Jake Paul. So we're just seeing freak fights. It's entertainment at this point. But with speed, even though he lost races, people don't really remember any of the races lost. We just remember him beating everybody or people being scared to race him. And he's called out certain track athletes, he's called out other people, and, you know, the guy hits backflips. So it's his brand, and for him to collaborate, especially keep in mind, the guy loves football, soccer in America. So for him to do sport and to do it in collaboration with the best athletes, like you got gold medalists like Sonny Lee in here, and you've got him doing things that he wouldn't usually be comfortable. Like, we don't see Speed move like that. We've seen him play, I think he played at the Sidemen match, the charity game, which is one of the biggest events of the year. We've seen him, and we've seen people like Logan Paul transition into something like wrestling, WWE, with the entertainment value, the personality, and him really being able to hit those stunts. I mean, his brother Jake Paul says he's going to be one of the best wrestlers of all time. I don't know, because I haven't followed wrestling for a very long time, since maybe at least 15 years, maybe even 20 years. Actually, not. I was younger than that. So at least 15 years, so I don't know how good he is now, although people do seem to give him the props, Logan that is. But with an I Show Speed, I think that's an example of somebody that can do something athletic that is also tied to entertainment, and racing has just been that as of yet. Like Agent, who is one of the co-founders of AMP, where you've got the biggest content creation group, especially the independent one, that came up on their own, didn't piggyback off of or come off of a legacy like FaZe, not knocking FaZe, but we're just giving credit where credit is due to AMP here. He had this to say about the trailer. You ready? Dreaming of your business class for less? Business-class.com has you covered. Tell us your travel needs, and their agents, available 24/7, will secure the best deals just for you.
That was the worst way I've ever played about
and
life.
let's book your dream flight.
And so the idea was to provide the gathering place. The stitching of the cushions, the joints, the direction of the grain of the wood, all these things go to making something that looks simple but is very complicated to achieve.
This is Speed Goes Pro. And it's presented by... Yo, I'll be honest, premieres. Wow, it is a show. I'll be honest, YouTube, hold on now. That's a bag. I know, like YouTube know how to treat gang. YouTube know how to treat, bro. Nah, that's smart. You know, they saw this coaching and they're like, nope. Nope. Yo. Damn. That's a good series idea too. Like, if anybody was gonna do something, it's gonna be Speed. And this is all we want to see him do. That's fire. Look at Speed, man. Hopefully, exclusively. Yeah, I know. They're not gonna. I'm assuming they funded the whole. Like, they paid for everything. So like, but they're not gonna pay for everything and be like, yeah, bro, you can put that everywhere.
This was, of course, filmed before Speed decided to multi-stream, but it is keeping him on the platform, and it's exclusively made for the platform. Now, they contracted out a production company, OVB in this case, that's going to...
Hey, somebody give her some slime. She's been crying way too long. Is something wrong with y'all? Okay, y'all gotta share because... Okay, but y'all gotta share, bro. Hey, I gotta share, man, now. You do got your old toys, J-Lottie. No, go play with your toy. Play with your toy. The toy right here. Your toy's right here. No, your toy right here.
Hi, so come